Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back everyone to another live stream with BoulderBum. Hope you guys and girls out there in YouTube land all having a great day today wherever you are in the world. Thank you all for tuning on into my live stream. We're going to be playing some more Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Doing some NeoFly missions, 1 or 2 missions depending on how long the first one takes us. And then I'm going to start the Patagonia VFR bush flight. Everything goes to plan, but this is live, so anything is liable to happen, and it usually does. Yeah, thank you everyone. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified when I go live. Other than that, sit back, fasten your seatbelts, make sure your seats, tray tables in upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Let's take care of the social media stuff here, and then we'll get straight into it. I've lost, where's that, oh, there it is over there. Too many windows. Alrighty, that's all good, that's all good. So what's going on in the chat? What's going on there? Darius SKIA Gaming, how you doing, mate? Sorry I missed your comment there earlier. I just, yeah, I was doing a little pre-stream warm-up. Getting myself seated and that kind of stuff. What's going on there, Bird? How you doing? You're sailing, playing Assassin's Creed Rogue. Nice. That's a good game, that one. I like that one. I also like Black Flag. That's one of my favourite Assassin's Creed. But yeah, the new one's out, so I probably will download that at some stage and jump in and have a look. But I still have my sim rig set up, so we are still in sim mode at the moment. So, alright. I've already picked up a job. I'll get NeoFly over here. And you can see quickly what we're doing. It's a sensitive cargo mission, 284 pounds. We'll be leaving from Yankee Mike Hotel Bravo, and we'll be going to Yankee Quebec Uniform November, which is Queenstown, over on the western side of Tasmania, because that's where we are based for our NeoFly missions. I'm actually based here for our other, for that one as well, but we're not playing that one today. We're doing NeoFly. So yeah, we're leaving from Hobart. We'll be departing in a few minutes' time, flying in a westerly course over the Lake Pedder and Gordon Lake, Lake Gordon, 2 famous lakes in Tasmania. So we'll do a bit of a VFR flight on the way, which is pretty cool. Get to check out some pretty cool sites. We may even there's some outfields. I know it's down here somewhere. We may fly over or near. That's too far southwest. I'm not 100% sure. There's Cradle Mountain up there. Anyway, there's a really nice peak down here called Frenchman's Cap, and also Federation Peak is down here as well. 2 really famous mountains down here in Tasmania, and they are just stunning to look at. I don't know, I've flown past Frenchman's Cap already. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. Black Flag was the last AC that you played till now. Last one I played was Odyssey, and I'm actually still playing it. I'm still playing the DLC. So yeah, we are ready to go pretty much. So yeah, sensitive cargo, 284 pounds, 86 nautical miles. We need to touch down with a vertical speed of 200 feet per minute or less. So I'll move this back out of the way because you guys don't need to see that. I've also got a little nav map set up on the other screen as well, because that's my primary. So yeah, we're going to be flying pretty much depending on the wind, doesn't say whether wind's direction 3 or there's no wind at the moment. We will take off from runway 12, sort of fly down this way a little bit, and then we'll come back around and start heading in on our course. All right, we'll load in. I just better change that just so I can see all the comments, so no comments are hidden. Sorry if I do miss anyone's snide remarks in the chat. Expecting any kind of weather? Well, I'm playing in live weather, live time, even though the time said it was 1:30, it's actually 3:30 here. So it's real time, real weather, and it's actually clear skies, a little bit of wind. There is actually a bit of wind here, but it's clear skies and it's an absolutely scorching hot day. So it's actually a really good day for VFR flying, because we're going to have about 20 nautical miles of visibility. So yeah, we'll be flying in the Cessna 172 G1000 variant. I'm just going to connect and fly on that. So we need to change all this, even though I set all this in the menu. Still got the fuel that I set. 0. Cargo. I want that. I'll put that over here. It's already over here. Cool. 284 divided by 71.
Transporter from dispatch. Good morning. The cargo mission will start as soon as you get on your plane in the parking.
Real quick, dude, I'm meeting ZXC one day ago. Nice. Oh, right, so that's the weight. We should have enough fuel. Let's get everything going. So we'll turn the battery on.
Transporter form dispatch. Loading cargo. Please stand by.
System test. Okay.
What is the Yankee Quebec?
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
Uniform. November. Queenstown and activate it. Change that, and we will get our, what else we want? We want a wind. There's no wind. 2 knots, 63, coming in at 63 degrees from yes, there's not much wind. And then I'll just get our bearing up as well. And then I'm going to change that to that, because I'll prefer that one. Let's turn our taxi and landing lights on. Sorry guys, I'm just resizing some windows over on the other screen just so I can fit the ATC over here. Oops, wrong one, this one. There we go, everything's just a click away, there we go. It's on the video, you go check it out. I'll check it out later on. Search Darker Meet ZXC, no worries. Yo, what's going on, IW? Make sure all my camera angles are still set. So there was an update today. I actually haven't jumped in since the update has finished downloading. So I don't know what mods work still. I'm using the G1000 mod, Garmin mod. I've also got the A320 Neo mod, but we're not flying that. How about clearance? Let's see what they give us. Can we choose a runway? No. Let's depart. Let's depart on runway. We'll go for a southwest departure.
I just farted Bravo Alpha 069er with Oscar. Request taxi for takeoff south departure. I just farted Bravo Alpha 069er taxi to and hold short of runway 30 using taxiway. Contact tower on 118.11 ready. Taxiing hold short runway 30 using taxiway. I just farted Bravo Alpha 069er.
They changed my avatar. That sucks. My avatar voice. I preferred the female avatar voice. Oh well, it doesn't matter. By the way, busy watching videos, so have fun. No worries. Thanks, mate. Thanks for tuning in anyway. Enjoy whatever you're doing. So, runway 30 is this one down here. We don't need to push back, so we are just going to release the handbrake. Try not to take this guy's head off as we go past. Use this little taxi road here. Whoa. Hey, this is my first time playing that. That was a massive big spike in performance there. It's usually good practice when games like this that you have mods installed that you delete your mods and reinstall them, but I didn't do that today. Can we... I'm just thinking we can't actually go over there, can we? But this is a taxiway. Oh yes we can go down here. It's not really a taxiway this way. This is though. I'm going to use the whole runway, so we'll taxi right down to the very far end. And I'll take off with 2 notches of flaps just to get the extra lift. Juan Manuel Melo Medina. When is it coming for Xbox? I am sorry, mate. I cannot tell you that information because I have no idea. But I hope it's sooner rather than later for you guys, because I know everyone on Xbox is hanging out to play this. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't answer your question. They really need to get it working on PC first, get it all working, and then once they got everything ironed out, they'll be able to port it over to console a bit easier. Because I know if they put it on the console at the moment, that would just increase their workload, because they'd have to fix all the bugs on PC as well as fixing all the bugs on console. But give it time, it will eventually come to the Xbox. Alright, we can turn around here. We're not a jumbo jet. Do I know if it's coming VR soon for PC? Yeah, it is coming to VR on PC because it's in beta at the moment, and I'm actually hanging out. I can't wait for the beta. I mean, for when it's fully released. I didn't get into the beta for it, but yeah, I can't wait for the VR. We better tune the Hobart Tower before we take off.
Hobart Tower, I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 are ready at runway 30 south departure. I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 are cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 south departure.
I like it how they give me this runway 30 for a south departure. Like we're going north bloody west now. Anyway, I said they fix ATC, but
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 30. I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 are.
I don't think they did.
Transporter from dispatch. Fly safe.
I didn't turn on the flight director or set my altitude. Let's go for 5,000 feet. Oh, that's too much.
I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 er. Continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 er. You are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Hobart Tower, I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 er. Frequency change. Melbourne Center, I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 er is type Cessna Skyhawk 1 miles east of Hobart. Request flight following. I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 er. Melbourne Center. Squawk 7471. Squawk 7471, I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069 er. I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069er. Radar contact 1 mile southwest of Hobart, 900 feet. Altimeter 29er decimal 86. Copy, I just farted. Bravo Alpha 069er.
Oh, hate when the autopilot does that. We want, it's not out of shoulder, is it? Nav and VNav. Let's go for flight control. Let's 78 knots for our climb. Oops. Turn our landing lights off. Alright, set the timer. I'll change that in 15 minutes if I don't forget. So we're flying over the eastern shore of Hobart, just down here. Rosny and Belrive, Lindisfarne. The Wellington Range in the distance just here. Mount Wellington's the big mountain that is the backdrop for Hobart. Pretty spectacular mountain. We've got it all here. It's such a great little town. I love it. Little city. Whoa. I'm not touching the controls. It's flying itself at the moment. So there's the Tasman Bridge just coming up there. That bridge was actually knocked down in before I was born, in I think it was the mid-70s. Captain bringing a ship up through here. They bring the petrol that we use down here. They bring it up through here, and it's just down here, I believe, is where they store it. They've got silos and that. Anyway, the captain that night, he was drunk, supposedly drunk, at the helm, and he crashed into the bridge, and the bridge fell down. Captain went down with the ship, I think with one of the ship's mates. So that's Belrive down there. It doesn't actually look like that, but that's Belrive Cricket Oval. Cricket, football. That's the Queen's Domain just over there, where they do athletics, and they have a big tennis centre there. It's Hobart itself. Sandy Bay down around there with the casino, Rest Point Casino. There we go, that's the silos I was talking about. Sort of flying over Lutana, Goodwood, Newtown. Newtown's up sort of around here. That's the International Hockey Centre. Down here's Lutana, Goodwood. Heading out into the northern suburbs. Clearly something going on here with the satellite imaging, because it's all bright on this side, dark on that side. There's no clouds in the sky, so that's not causing the shading issues. There's Mount Wellington right there. Was it dolerite and granite? I think it's what it's made out of. It was like a, not a volcano as such, but it was like pushed up because of volcanic activity. And yeah, they formed these like these columns or these pillars. And yeah, we call them, it's called the organ pipes. Yeah, they look like these the pipes, big pipes of an organ. Great mountain. Great walking up around there and all kinds of activities. Mountain bike, not so much mountain biking, but climbing, bouldering. That's how I got my name, BoulderBum. So I was right into rock climbing at the when I made this account. Yeah, so the river keeps going up around that way. We're more than likely going to pass over it again shortly, sort of when we pass over New Norfolk. I think we're going to pass over New Norfolk. Just going over Collins Vale at the moment, which is sort of just on the right side of the mountain. Here's Collins Cap and Collins Bonnet. I believe that's Collins Cap, Collins Bonnet. Down that way is Mount Faulkner. And over back behind us, can't really see it though. It's, whoa! What's the autopilot doing? He just like took a huge big dive straight, not a dive, he just pointed the nose straight up. But he's gonna kill us. Yes, there's a little suburb down there called Collinsvale. It's just, it's really sort of out behind the mountain, isolated little area, just full of bushland basically. You know, we can ease off the throttle a bit now, but we don't seem to be having much airspeed, do we? There we go, we'll go for 50% mixture, that'll give us some more airspeed. Go for 75 throttle. That's, there we go. So here we go. This is all part of the Wellington range. It's a really spectacular range to look at in real life. Getting the LOD issues still. I think that's Collins Cap there. Collins Cap, Collins Bonnet. It's here, or here. That over there is the Cathedral Rock. There's a really nice walk out there, 2-hour walk. I think that was Cathedral Rock. It's a bit hard to tell because they don't actually look like what they look like in real life. They just look a bit sort of more rounded. In real life, some of these tops like really jagged peaks. Still a good representation of it though. New Norfolk just coming up over here on our right. This must still be the Derwent River, or one of the rivulets that runs off the back of the mountain. Just ahead of us here, coming up sort of over here, a few nautical miles, about another 10 nautical miles or so, 15 nautical miles, is part of the Styx Conservation Area, STYX. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. The corporations want to log it, and the greenies want to keep it natural and stuff like that. So there's a lot of debate going on about it, what they should do with it. Personally, I think they should just leave it. But that's my opinion. Everyone has one. Just like an asshole. Excuse me. Yeah, there's trees, some trees down in this area, down in the southwest, that are, reported to be hundreds of years old, 200 years old, 300 years old, really old trees. Old gum trees. King Billy pines and Huon pine. Huon pine's a bit hard to find these days, but they're still around, the Huon pines. I just need to keep my eye on my phone because my dad's actually gone out and it's really hot today, and I'm worried that his car's going to overheat, so I just need to make sure I can see my phone. It's on silent, and if he rings I can see it. I told him I'd take him in my car, got air conditioning, and it's a relatively newish car, a few years old now. We've got some interesting peaks coming up ahead. I want to have a quick look, see what which ones they are. They're the Florentine. We're going to be going over the Styx River, Florentine Reserve, basically making a direct course straight for Lake Gordon too, by the looks of it. But I can't actually see the names of these mountains. Why not? Let's go terrain, maybe. Here we go, topographical map. Oh, so Mount Anne, which is, I believe, is Tasmania's second highest peak. That must be, it's coming up, it's about 20 nautical miles to the right, sort of in front of us to the right a bit. Must be that one there. Me and a friend, we went to climb, do the walk around Mount Anne, but we only made it up as far as the hut on what's it called? Not Oh man. It's like a 3-day walk. Schnell's Ridge. Must be down here. Mount Eliza, that's what it's called. So Mount Eliza's on the way up. Sort of to it, you go up to High Camp Memorial Hut. That's sort of your first day. You can keep going if you want. Up to Eliza Bluff, up to I think, is it Francis Bluff? Yeah, Shelf Camp, Francis Bluff, Eve Peak, and Shelf Camp, which is this really exposed campsite, basically on the side of a mountain on a scree slope. But we didn't make it. Shitty weather. Can always be shitty weather down here in the southwest. And yeah, we just went up to Memorial Hut, camped there for the night, and then went back down the next day. But we may be able to see some of Lake Judd and Mount Anne as we get a bit closer to it. Found some holes in the ground like they got in Brazil. There we go, now it's fixed itself. We've got to be a bit closer to it. See that? LOD issue, it's a pain in the ass. Anyway, so I got a feeling we're basically headed straight for Mount Mueller, which is straight in front of us over here. So I think that's Anne over here. I think the peak's just over here. That could be Lot's wife, I think, next to it. And then I have a funny feeling that this one is the one that's in the middle of Lake Pedder. Mount Solitary. Could be Mount Solitary. Scott's Peak is another one. There's a dam down there, but that's a bit more southwest of where we're headed. And there's not many airfields down around in there. It's all pretty desolate country. So I'm guessing, and this is only a guess, that's the Picton River down below, maybe? But there's so many rivers down around here. No, that could be the Styx. Yeah, that's the Styx River down there. Picton River's next one's down south a bit. It's a really famous Mount Picton and Picton River. It's really famous for the convict Alexander Pierce. He lived his last few years of his life down here as a convict in Tasmania, and he escaped with a few other convicts, and he was the only one to he was either captured or he returned. Happened on several occasions, but on one occasion when he returned back to the convict settlement, or the convict down in Macquarie Harbour, which is down and around this way a bit further, the guards asked him, they said, what happened to your cohorts, the guys that were with you? And he just opened up his bag and tipped out one of his mates' foots onto the ground. Or he'd been kept it in his bag, he'd been eating it. He was a cannibal. But he's a really well known figure in history, in Tasmanian history, Alexander Pierce. They've even made horror movies about him. Even though the horror movies are a bit far-fetched. There's a really good one though, this Dutch producer made, I can't think what it's called now, a few years ago now, and it's that story of, yeah, when he escaped with 5 other convicts, and what it would have been like trying to survive out in the wilderness out here 200 years ago. Oh, we have horrible history here in Australia, like, yeah. That must be Mount Ann right there, I'm thinking, or Mount Weld. W-E-L-D, Mount Weld. Spectacular country though, like it's just, yeah. When you go out here and you've heard all these stories, and you go camping somewhere for the middle of the night, and you know that those people might have been through there and they've done stuff like that out there. It's yeah, you can just feel it in the atmosphere. So here we go, Lake Peta down here. This is a man-made lake. Started in the 1950s as part of the hydroelectric scheme, hydroelectric dam system down here in Tasmania. Because, like, yeah, we have a lot of water, a lot of mountains. Such a small state, we've got lots and lots of water. That's Abbott's Lookout just over here. It's a nice little peak over there too, actually. You can get a really good view of Lake Peta and Lake Gordon. And also the surrounding mountains. You feel really small and insignificant when you standing amongst the mountains. And then you get on top of them and you feel like you're the top of the world. So that's Mount Field over there. Mount Field West. And then Mount Field East. Mount Field West is over that side, and Mount Field East is sort of over here a bit, sort of in front of it. It's popular tourist spot. Actually, that might even be a little bit more over here, I think, sort of behind this one here, Abbott's Peak, Abbott's Lookout. What is that ridgeline? It looks really impressive. It doesn't actually say on there. Wills Crag. Sorry, I can't bloody talk. Also pronounced as Craig, but Wills Crag. I believe that's this real sharp-looking ridgeline over there. Down this way, we should be able to see. So I should still be able to think that's Mount Ann. Coming a bit closer to us. Yeah, that's Mount Ann, because that Mount Ann does look over Lake Pedder, basically. That's Mount Ann Peak right there. So yeah, world famous bush photographer Alagus Tracanus. He's I think he's dead now. His family still reside down here in Tasmania though. He's from, I don't remember exactly where he's from. He's an immigrant with his family in the 50s. But yeah, he was basically a bush photographer, and he used to get out adventuring out here in the 60s and 70s, going to all the different spots out here where no one had ever really been. It must have been early 50s, because before the dam and everything was done. But there's photos of Lake Pedder over here. There was a beach on the lake, like it's like a pristine lake, white sands. One of the only lakes in Tasmania to have a beach like that. But you could actually land a plane on it. It's a bit of a bummer that they damned it, because we can't land there. That is Mount Solitary, or no, that's not.
Mike Romeo Kilo, you are 58 miles southwest. Climb and maintain 6,100 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree 2 approach.
That's Scott's Peak there, and there's a dam just. I'm pretty sure it's just down around.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors.
Where's the dam?
Tree 2 approach. Generic Mike Romeo Kilo.
Anyway, yeah, there's a dam down there. One of the hydroelectric dams is down around this area, and yeah, that's Scott's Peak Dam. Further up the other end of Lake Gordon, we have Strathgordon, little township. They basically get snowed in winter. I mean, they can get out, but yeah, the weather down here in winter is much to be desired. Rain, snow, not very many clear days. I got some friends who are mad bushwalkers, and they actually went and did one of the what do you call it, ridge lines down here. It was whoa. We are getting some turbulence.
You are 60 miles southwest. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree 2 approach.
Yeah, the Eldon Range. I think it's down here in the southwest, Eldon Range. But yeah, that's out in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors.
What'll be 36 nautical miles.
Charlie Delta.
I should really start thinking about what runway we're going to land on and that sort of stuff. Let's go to our airport. Queenstown Airport. Elevation of 669 feet. Facilities, aprons, taxiways, parking, hard runway. Longest runway is 2,396 feet, and it's concrete. They prefer, doesn't say, 31 or 08 for VFR, so either or. Hola, Sebastian Martinez, how you doing? Wait, 31 and oh, money. Like I've got a visitor. Be right back, guys. Yo, thanks, Stopcat. Sorry, guys, that was just my dad coming home. And Barney's a good little guard dog. He's barking people come knock at the door and stuff. He's fitting in so well. Getting on with my dad. Alright, so this is says oh, that's the weather station. We want, it doesn't say what it prefers for runway, so we'll come in for runway 27. I should track the plane again. Let's see how far out we are. So we're actually over Lake Gordon right now. Cool. That actually does look pretty realistic there. That's a bit kind of what it does look like. That's actually good representation. Maybe a little bit greener. More trees, but yeah, that looks pretty real. That looks really good. And we'll get to fly over a little bit of Lake Peta just over here. We've already gone past Mount Wedge. That was just behind us. That's Mount Wedge there. See, there are little beaches around and that's kind of what the big beach they had on Lake Peta looked like, but it was a really big beach. Can't remember if it was southern end or the northern end.
just parted Bravo Alpha 069er. Contact Melbourne Center on 120.7. Going to 120.7. I just parted Bravo Alpha 069er. Melbourne Center, I just parted Bravo Alpha 069er 5,000 feet. I just parted Bravo Alpha 069er Melbourne Center. Continue as planned.
It's actually, I didn't set my altimeter. So we're actually plane's sort of trying to fly. The course is pointing, the nose is pointing in that direction. We're actually kind of flying like that. And I may change my approach. I may change my approach for the other runway just because I've never actually flown into this runway before. It actually looks like it's kind of on a bit of a ridgeline itself. It's either on the top of a ridge, not a very high one, it's about like 600 feet elevation. Checking out the topography around it. I kind of want to start descending, but I don't want to crash into that. Actually, 600 feet. Let's do a bit of get that going. Let's bedtime for Bird. No worries. Have a good one, Bird. I think that's the runway there. I think. Or no, that's not it. 'Cause Actually, no, turn that off. We don't have it on. I'll leave flight director on for now. So wind doing 353, 16 knots. So it's picked up a little bit. We want to land sort of. It doesn't really matter which runway we land. It's going to be a crosswind. It's coming from the. It's coming northerly direction. The wind. Alright, we should be able to see the runway soon. Hopefully very soon. Let's start our descent a little bit. Could be my first failed NeoFly mission. I hope it's not. It's pretty hairy though. The wind's pushing me about a bit. Hopefully it's just a bit of turbulence coming off the top of these hills as well, these mountains. That's the runway there, it's got to be. Yo, thanks, Mo. Yeah, doing good, man. Can't complain. Just trying to find this runway, but we're not having much luck, are we? No visual yet. It's about 10 nautical miles out. So we. It should be pretty much in front of us somewhere. But we're running out of land because the ocean's just up here. Great Southern Ocean. Is that it? That was me doing that. I was pulling the what do you call it? Action camera. It zooms in. I'm trying to see. It changes what you're looking at. I'm losing a bit of altitude. I still don't know where this runway is. There we go. Good thing we have the little pop-up on screen to tell us where we are. So 200 feet per minute or less. Don't need pop-ups. Yeah, no, I could probably get away with turning those off at some stage. It's just nice though to have them there, so you get the visual aid to like let you actually know where you are. But I'm using a third-party add-on called Little Nav Map, and that actually also shows me. But yeah, I could actually get away with turning that stuff off now. Anyway, we've got the runway in sight. I'm just landing lights are on. Just trying to get ourselves lined up a little bit. Not a very long runway, it's a short runway. Second notch of flaps. And Dad talking to the dog, playing with the dog. Crosswind. Oh, it's going to make landing just that little bit harder. I think we are pretty level. Coming in with a pretty good descent rate. Another notch of flaps. Adjust the trim so we're not nose up in the air. I'm drifting slightly to the left. Hello, Barney. Nice and easy. We're getting a bit of
500.
the wind's a bit of play at the moment. Okay, let's trim ourselves up a little bit. Come in for a glide. We're not going too. Oh yeah, coming in a little bit hot. I have faith that we should be able to pull that up though. Oh, actually no, we're going in a bit too. Oh, it's going to be tight.
Transporter from dispatch. Go to the parking so we can check the cargo status.
There's a bit of a heavy landing. Oh. I didn't even tune into traffic. I've just landed. They're like, who's this guy just coming out of nowhere? Alright, so let's... Where's the talking bot? I don't have the bot anymore. It decided to have a fritz out one day and stop working. I think there's broken bottles in the back. Should still have them on really. Clear day though, shouldn't really need landing lights in these conditions. Put the flaps away. Ooh, I got a bus. Got a bus out at the Queenstown Airport. That's a nice little runway to land at too. It's very short runway. I was almost thinking about doing a go around there. And when you're thinking about a go around, you probably should not second guess yourself and do it. Right, now we'll turn our landing lights and taxi lights off so we don't blind the imaginary ground staff. I say, why we're not moving? I'm nearly at full throttle there. Again. Oh, she's not. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say she's not gonna put her arm up to let me know to stop. I'm gonna mow you down if you don't.
Transporter from dispatch.
Here we go.
Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
Oh, we may have failed. 252.
Transporter from
Yep.
dispatch. Sorry, you missed the mission. Will not be paid.
52. 52 over. That sucks. Not to worry though. Still had the nice flight. You can always do another one if you wanted to. So what we do is you just search for another job here if you wanted. Is that Zen? Yep. Short little flight. Drop zone. Oh. I say, select them all. Sheffield. Deloraine. What's this one? Campbelltown. It's 2 to Campbelltown. Swansea. The timed one, 5:35. How far is it? 65 nautical miles. I'm not going to make it. Need a faster plane. We could rent a plane. What have we got? It has to be one of those ones. Anyway, I think that's enough NeoFly for today. Failed that mission, which is a bit of a bummer. It happens though. I didn't even realise that I thought I was coming in for a pretty good landing. Let's turn all these off. I should have had that set to that when I was landing as well. Anyway, back to menu. Now, I think we'll start off with the Patagonia bush flight, VFR bush flight. Go back. So we'll be using, where is it? No, that's training. Activities in here. Push trips. I still need to complete my IFR lessons as well. I've only done 3. But I'll be doing that one, and that one probably next stream. We'll do some tutorials, do a bit of learning. Learning is always good. Here we go. Los Cerros to Cochrane. Hope I said that right. Or we could do the Balkans, but no, I think we'll do this one first. Oh, I need to learn how that's got the 172. But without the G1000, so I need to learn how to fly that thing. This thing does have a Garmin. Okay, I'm done. Gonna drink and eat something before classes. See you, noob. No worries, Mo. Have a good day at school. So I'll read the blurb quickly, see what it says. A spectacular journey through the Patagonian region of South America, from the land of fire to Glacier Alley. Navigate a labyrinth of islands, channels, forests and fjords, age-old ice fields and crystal blue lakes. It's an area rich with spellbinding scenery, all of it waiting for you to explore. You'll be flying the Cub Crafter's X Cub, with a remarkable short takeoff and landing performance, an average cruise speed of 129 knots, 233 kilometers per hour, and extended range. This is the ultimate aircraft for an adventure in the Andes Mountains. Assists on the trip will be available in the form of a back on track button on the VFR map. However, be advised that using this will disable achievements tied to the activity. So the flight length, 875 nautical miles. And we are going to be flying for roughly 7 hours and 7 minutes in total, but we won't be doing it all in one go. What did I say? Have fun at uni? Same deal. Uni, school, place of education. I see number of legs 14. Got a few here. There's a couple. There's that one's an hour and 18. That's an hour and 11 minutes approximate, depending on how fast we fly and stuff like that. But we will do. I'll probably do the first couple today, 3 or 4. So that'll give us a half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour of checking out some of this. But before we get started on that, I'm gonna have a quick little toilet break, and then I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Alrighty. So we are starting from Los Cerros. How do we see? We can see somewhere where it tells us. Z00. So what? Zulu Oscar 0 Tango. I believe it's it. I'm just gonna search it up on my little nav map. It's got everything on here. It's great. Zulu Oscar. Alright, so it can't be Oscar. Zulu 0 Oscar Tango. Or is it Oscar? No? Oscar. What? So it's 00. So Zulu 00 Tango. It looks one of them looks to me. It's just the way looks like one of them is a 0. Should put a little dash through the zeros so you know. So we're starting from there, but where are we going? Oh, it'll tell us when we look at the nav aids. Here we go. Starting from here, flying all the way down around here. Looks like a pretty interesting flight actually. Different terrain and whatnot. 13 knot winds coming 60 degrees. 8 hours 51 minutes according to that. There you go, Los Cerros. Whoa, plane's going backwards. Why's the plane going backwards? Righty. I'm not touching the flaps. I'm over here on the other screen. Right, so we have it's showing us our on there. It's showing us that I haven't really flown this plane. This is going to be interesting, actually. New plane to fly. Menu. Active flight plan. Point of interest. It just says point of interest. It's airspace. Because I want it to be VFR. Yeah, you're not allowed to have the thing on your map, even though we've got this here. We can use autopilot. Yeah, we've got autopilot. Level mode on, so we can level out. Flight director, yaw damper. Heading, nav, approach. IAS. So FLC mode. Flight level control. VNav. Vertical speed, altitude, hold. What's this one? Decrease placards lighting brightness. What happened there? Okay, so right clicking anywhere Well, that was buggy. I was just like right clicking and it was just changing that. Anyway. Looks like the lights and everything is on. Where's all that anyway? Nav lights, landing lights, strobe light, avionics, but we can't actually interact with that. Cabin heat, don't need to worry about that. What's on this side? Mixture control. Oh, we've just cut the fuel right off. Do we have a... Oh, we've got prop control for this one too. I can't zoom out. What is going on with this plane? I'm stuck in this view now. I can't... zoom in and out now. What the hell? Okay, that's a new bug. I'll restart that because not being able to zoom in and out, that's one feature that I can't live without. There's our flap control. Alright, let's get some camera views sorted. Over this side. $10,000 feet. No, I don't think we'll have a look at 10,000 feet. Can this thing even fly at 10,000 feet? Master, do we have carburetor heat? I'm gonna have to go anyway, guys. My auntie is here with the dogs, so I'm gonna have to go and play with the dogs for a bit. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning on in. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go and sort out so what's going on with the controls, and yeah, I'll come back a bit later on, but it's bugging out a bit at the moment, so I'll go and fix that. Thank you everyone for tuning on in for the previous flight. I hope you guys all enjoyed, but until then, have a good one, and BoulderBum out. Bye guys.